The Florida Panthers are the Stanley Cup champions. Edmonton did the most Edmonton thing you could do and build up all this hope just to crush our spirits. Let's thank this man. But I've talked about on my channel how I've hoisted the Stanley Cup myself 2 times. Once when I was an employer here, remember, I worked at the CN Tower. Seriously, take a shot every time I mention it. The tower chose not to light up in Oilers colors, deservedly so. But I hoisted the Stanley Cup. We weren't allowed to have our phones on us, so that time in 20 wherever, when the Cup visited the tower, I don't have any pictures of that. Thanks, management. But this was the first time I hoisted the Stanley Cup. Now, in the picture, it looks like I'm not hoisting. And that's because back in 2009, our gym teacher, Mr. McNamara, was a scout for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And when Pittsburgh won the Stanley Cup, Mac decided to have his day with the Cup at our school. Now, funnily about this picture is that just before it was taken, I literally lifted it above my head and yelled, "I got here before Ovi." At that point, Phil Pritchard looked at me and just gave me this glaring eye. It was as if I was hitting on his significant other in front of him. In this moment, Mac is telling me you can't take a picture with you hoisting the cup on account of you didn't win it. At least there's half proof that I've encountered the Stanley Cup. I've held it twice, and not once did anyone want to take a picture of it. But I will say this, it is very awkward. Obviously, the weight is not distributed equally, all right? And my goodness, the second time I held it, it was as if I held it for the first time. You'd think by the second time I would have gotten used to how the weight was distributed, but no. I gotta tell you though, there's nothing like hoisting Lord Stanley's mug, especially when you did nothing to earn it. Both times.